Hello, mathematicians. Here is the video for the end of year homework, page 94 and 98. All right, let's look at 94. Notice that the equal sign means that we're finding equivalent fractions. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Exactly. So we're going to multiply the denominator and the numerator by the same thing. These are all super easy, I hope, because they're all tenths and hundredths. So the first one, 3/10. If I multiply the bottom by 10 and the top by 10, sometimes kids just think add a 0 to the bottom, add a 0 to the top, and that's fine. 3/10 is the same as 30/100. It's kind of like 3 dimes is the same as 30 pennies, is sort of. Or 3 strips is the same as 30 units. Okay? Down below, they're showing that we can then show the fractions as decimals. Okay, I'd like you to tell me a number that we love with a lot of love in your voice. That we love is? Now there's also another number that we love, and I want you to say that number as well. 100. Yes, and the reason we love these is that our whole number system is based on the number 10. And 10 times 10 is 100. What's great about the denominator being 10 and 100 is that you can easily make it into a decimal because the first place after the decimal is the tenths place. And the next number, or the next place is the hundredths place. All right, number 2. 4/10 is 40/100. 0.4 and 0.40. Number 3. 70/100 is the same as 7/10. 0.70 and 0.7. Moving on, number 4. 50/100 is the same as 5/10. 0.50 is the same thing as 0.5. 6/10 is 60/100. 6/10, 60/100. 90/100 is the same as 9/10. 90/100, 9/10. 40/100 is the same as 4/10. Here's our decimals. 2/10 is 20/100. 60/100 is 6/10. Remember, you can always add a 0 after a decimal, and though it looks different on your eyeballs, it's really the same amount. Okay, 80/100 is 8/10. 7/10 is the same as 70/100, right? 7 strips is the same as 70 units. And 10/100 is the same as 1/10. All right, let's look at page 98. It says compare, use greater than, less than, or equal to. The shading on your homework is slightly hard to see, but my guess is most of you were able to do this without even looking at the pictures. If one of them goes up to the hundredths place, make them both go up to the hundredths place, and then it's easier to compare. The first one's already easy because they both go up to the hundredths place. 35/100 is bigger than 25/100. 52/100 is bigger than or greater than 25/100. Now number 3, this is what I'm talking about. One of them goes up to the hundredths. Really efficient and smart mathematicians will add a 0 there. It just looks so much better on my eyeballs. 20/100 is less than 60/100. 36/100 is greater than 35/100. Some kids like to think money because it's easy for kids to comprehend that. 36 cents is more than 35 cents. So you could think money as well. Okay, number 5. 89/100 is less than 98/100. Again, adding zeros as necessary really makes the problems much easier to look at. 19/100 is less than 20/100. 50/100 is greater than 38/100. Another 0 here. 60/100 is greater than 40/100. And of course, the pictures confirm all of this, although they are a little bit difficult to see. This is showing that 50 little units is the same as 5 strips, right? And then the last one. I add a 0 here. I can see that 75/100 is less than 80/100. Here are the answers for page 94. And page 98. All right, kids, I will see you in class.